Hi guys, it's Mike here. Today I wanted to show you I made 5 cards and well I binned one, so 4 in half an hour with my new Merry Christmas stamp from SSS Stamp. I showed you in a haul earlier this week and well these are the 4 cards that made the grade. Sorry. And I'll show you how I did it. Most of it is embossed and here it is. SSS Stamp Merry Christmas. It's very big, so I thought I will make it a feature on the card. And I'm using embossing powder, some Ecolino watercoloring, and some gold foiling, and also some glitter. But that's the one that got binned. So just so you know, I've tried it before with the glue pad that you saw there. It's from Tootsie Nickel. Hope I said that right. And well, I just don't like the result. So I tried it again, and I still don't like it. So I'm peeling off the very sticky one. And I'm doing it in the misty so I can have them all in the same spot. And these are card panels. This one is watercolor. I made them 1 centimeter smaller than the card base. So sorry, for 14 centimeters by 9.5 centimeters. And just to give it a little bit of a mat or frame around it and makes it feel a little bit more luxurious, I think. This is Wow Metallic Brass. It's regular, and I forgot my embossing buddy, but yeah, luckily it's Wow powder. It doesn't stick that much. So my Versamark is very dry, and my refill is empty. So if you do this, you could stamp them all in Versamark because usually it stays sticky long enough. But I didn't want to chance it, so I just do one card, stamp it, emboss it, and so on. So that takes a little bit longer than usually. But yeah. And here it is. So embossing buddy this time, and I'm using the red cardstock with Versamark. And instead of embossing powder, I'm using bonded powder from Wow as well because I'm going to foil this one. And you need Versamark so the bonded powder sticks to that, and then the foiling will stick to the bonded powder. It's very clumpy. I'm not sure it's supposed to be that way, but I think it's a bit of the wet Dutch weather. I'm not sure. So before I heat it, I'm choosing my foil, and I have glitter gold and normal gold, also from Wow. It's a fab foil, and the normal gold is at its end, so I chose the glitter one. And I'm cutting a piece that is well, the size. And to do this, you have to heat it a little bit longer than you would heat embossing powder. So it got yeah, or it gets really hot and it stays sticky. And I think I didn't heat it enough. You will see that later. So you put a fab foil on, and be careful when you press it down because it is hot. And set it aside. It has to cool before you tear off the or peel off rather the foil. So again, Versamark, and this is a 120-pound cardstock, by the way, because I thought that would be easier to heat up. And this is also Wow Hard Throb embossing glitter. It's one of my favorites, especially for Christmas. It has red and gold in there. You can't go wrong. Anyway, the cardstock is 120 pounds. It's a little bit more floppy than I like my card bases to be 140 pounds. And last week I saw there's also 170 pounds cardstock, so I have to order some new card bases soon, so I might do that, but I think you will hit the limit of 20 grams for one stamp very quickly. But yeah, there it is, all shiny. I hope you can see it. And here it is, cool down the fab foil, and I'm peeling it off. And you can see there's a bit that I missed. That's where the fold is in the paper. So I'm cutting off another bit. You could use the old one and just use other bits of it, but I didn't want to chance it. So I'm reheating the bonding powder, and I'm not sure this works. I don't really do this. I prefer foiling with my printer, actually. So also, because my Versamark is so dry, I stamp it twice just to make sure I get a good coverage. But usually you don't have to do that either. Uh, this is Wow Atlantic Sea Spray. You know, I pulled out some Paper Mania as well, but super fine silver and gold, and I didn't use them. So it's not that I'm showcasing Wow or anything. It's just I have lots of them, and I think they're gorgeous. So, and this is it's called Atlantic Sea Spray, but to me it looks like vintage copper. When you know when a copper goes green and has a bit of a gold, that might be the old copper still showing through. I just love it, and it's minty green, and yeah, it's just gorgeous. So this is the infamous glue pad, and I might be doing it wrong. I saw someone on YouTube make really nice feather with glitter and his glue pad, so I bought a glue pad and I tried it, and nope. And then I thought, I tore it in half and then binned it. This is some, maybe it's too chunky, but it's chunky gold and it has a bit of red and blue in there. Kind of all the leftover bits get thrown in that pot, and then I'll use it somewhere. But yeah, I'll set it aside for the glue to dry and hope for the best. And I'm also cleaning off the glue from the stamp as best as possible. Don't think it's a good thing to leave it on there. So the watercolor panel, and I have two colors in mind, but and yeah, I thought I'd mix it on here, but I didn't use it. 507 and 548 from Ecolina, and one is very bluish and the other is too purplish, so I mixed them to make the purple I like. And I think gold and purple is just so gorgeous together. Bit 70s maybe, but yeah, I like it. I'm using really broad brush just to get nice big strokes. And I thought a splatter. I splattered everywhere. Also on the one with the glitter. So see, it went on there. Well, yeah. Another reason why I binned it. So, and you can leave them as this, but I thought I would just pretty them up a little bit. So for this one, I just put foam tape on because I think the blue and the gold are just too pretty. Maybe a few gold rhinestones or something, or gold enamel dots if you have them. The red, I'll do that later. This is the one with the glitter. I'm trying to brush off the extra glitter. And I try to rub it in, and I just, gave up in the end, and I trashed it. I don't want anyone to get a glittery card that falls off, and I'm sure I have some gold glitter embossing powder somewhere, but I want to show you. This is a method you could try, but it's not for me. So it's gone. So this is the second time I foil this bit, and I'm trying to putty it up, but I thought just some twine would be enough. Next, I think it would be nice if you did a village instead of putting it on top, just cutting it from the bottom so the silhouette of the houses show up. Hmm. Yeah, next time. So I did gold and red metallic biggest twine, and I tried a bow thing, but yeah. um, I'm sorry, the one with the green ribbon was cut out because I paused the camera to go get the ribbon, and then I didn't turn it on. And it's a good thing my cat came to sit next to the camera, so I looked up and so I wasn't recording. Otherwise, this might also all been lost. So yeah, no bow, just some twine wrapped, and I did the little half a circle punch so that it stays in place, and also add some interest, of course. Bit more foam tape, and you can mount them flash if you want, or flush, sorry, if you want them. But I like the layer actually. So to make sure they're not all the same, I pulled out all my Christmas sets that have small snowflakes in it, and well, most of them have. So just go for your stash, and I settled for this one from Liane Creatief. I think that's a Dutch company. I'm not really sure, but it's also from last year, I think, or 2 years ago. But anyway, it's in my stash, and the to add some interest, but not um, overpower the great red sentiment. I'm doing it with Versamark, and then I'm embossing them with wow clear hologram sparkle embossing glitter, which WS12R. It might be easier to remember, and it's glittery and it's shiny, but it's also translucent or transparent. So the white cardstock will shine through, and it will just leave a glittery layer feel. I don't, sorry, I'm looking at what I'm doing it on the screen. Yeah, so more heat setting. My gun also doesn't like prolonged activities. So yeah, it's best to do one card at a time. But yeah, you can do them all at the same time. It's just I'm if I put them aside, I'm afraid that I will just rub off the embossing powder or the Versamark, and yeah, I'm not taking any chances. I just rather spend 5 more minutes on them. But it's okay, I guess. Yeah, again, foam. And because this is very much thinner, I just put three bits in it. And the one with the watercolor, I only use two because that cardstock is so strong and rigid. It doesn't need more. So here are all the cards, and there's some close-up coming up. The one that I trust. I hope you like it, and I hope I gave you some ideas. You don't have to stick to the purple watercoloring. If you, for instance, I pulled out the silver to do with blue, but you can do green, red, all the Christmassy colors you like, and I'm just purple junkie, so I like those. And well, thank you for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye bye.